Hey, what's happening?
What's happening?
How you doing?
Episode 32.
Is it okay? 32.
Episode 32.
Moving on up. We're getting a little more pristine, a little wisdom under the belt here. Ooh. Yeah.
We got Jerry Weeks coming on the show again with us today.
I'm excited. See how his old business has been going.
Yeah.
His life.
Things are moving on up like the Jeffersons in that neighborhood.
That's what I've been hearing, man. I'm hearing good things.
Good things
are coming.
Always.
For Jerry.
What did you do this past weekend?
Man, I kind of laid back a little bit, lay low with the soggy weather. Really couldn't get out and do much. Thought about trying some disc golf or even regular golf, and now that's with all the snow and everything that just melted. It's just mud city still. So just kind of.
Did you go watch the new Batman yet?
Hung out. No, not yet. I'm probably going to do it this coming week, probably on the weekday.
Heard some.
I've heard
things.
mixed. I've heard mixed feelings about it.
Heard some things. Stuff and things.
For one, if
Batman.
you don't know, it's 3 hours long, so get ready for that.
3 hours?
2 hours and 56 minutes.
Oh my gosh!
Give or take the credits. So,
well, if I can sit through Irishman, I can sit through Batman. I think
So we'll see with that. It's a whole different thing, but I heard mixed feelings. Won't say anything until later on down the road. Won't give any spoilers out because, of course, I haven't seen it yet. I have no idea.
I've just heard Marlon Humphrey, an NFL player today, tweeted out, and I read it to you.
Yeah,
he was saying basically he thought the Batman movie was very slow, and he fell asleep. Yeah.
And this is the NFL player.
Yeah, he's a corner. Yeah, for Ravens.
He's probably has.
No, he's a safety for the Ravens.
I'm surprised he has any time to do anything but football stuff. I would be tired if I'm a professional athlete doing professional athlete stuff, and then I'm going to sit around. I'm like, I have 3 hours to spare.
It's off season though. It's off season. Somebody else won the Super Bowl. They've been on break for a while.
True. Either way, I'm going to go see it because one, it's Batman.
Yeah,
I always love going to see the Batman movies in the theaters.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That's probably what I'll do this week. I didn't really do anything exciting this weekend.
Yeah.
Just hung out.
Yeah.
What about you? Anything crazy? Anything exciting?
No, not really. Stayed in and worked a lot this weekend just to catch up on some videos and stuff like that. So been busy.
Okay.
Busy as usual. We got some new things coming in for RMG, which you know about. Well, that news will be released here in the next coming month, probably.
Yes. Very excited about that, too. So stay tuned.
Yep, absolutely. So RMG is growing everywhere in which way. So all across Ohio, that's the goal,
Yeah.
And then further. So
to infinity and beyond.
That's right.
When they say the sky's the limit, we've landed on the moon. So blast off. We're out of here. Okay.
What was the lyric from who's the young son of Will Smith?
Jaden.
Yeah, do you remember when he came out with his song with Justin Bieber when they were like kids or whatever? And one of the lyrics in one of his songs with Justin Bieber was I was born from two stars, so I was born from two stars, so the moon's where I land.
That's awesome. I unfortunately do not have super star. I mean, they are superstars, but not in the world of famous industry.
Yeah, not in the world of Will Smith and what's his wife's name? Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's something to shoot for in the future.
But they've over this last year, the Smiths have wowed us with.
I'm sure in a couple more
countless stories that
in a couple more years we'll hear the kids' side of the stories after they were born, living with two superstar. Mother and father be like, let's do whatever because they're just swinging left and right. Let's do whatever. So who knows what? Yeah, I'd be more interested in the kids' stories.
Yeah,
than hearing about the
and then
weird life
over the weekend. We saw Masvidal lose to Covington.
Yeah,
in UFC.
Saw the highlights of that.
And I'm a Masvidal fan. I liked Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, I still do like Jorge Masvidal. Mm-hmm. I think he's a hell of a fighter. Right from the streets of Miami.
He just got It was left up to the judges, right?
Yeah, it was a decision. Yeah.
Okay.
Decision went to Covington.
Up to the judges, man.
Yeah.
You got to throw down the gauntlet.
Yeah. It was a good fight all around. So
was it?
I think so. A lot of people are saying it was pretty one-sided to Covington, but
I didn't watch any of that this week.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get hyped up on WrestleMania that's coming up soon.
And then March Madness.
Yes, which is basically upon us, isn't it?
Yeah. Be here before.
Combine's going on right now. So right after March Madness, we got the draft.
A couple Ohio State players ran really fast.
So fast.
And then did you see the big dude from Georgia, that Jordan Davis, number 99 from Georgia?
I probably did. I've seen a couple of those big fellas
first off,
booking it.
They're saying that dude comes in weighing at like 370. There's no way. He's like 6'9".
Jeez.
There's no way that dude's 350.
This is D-line?
Actually, they're saying he's 350. Dude, there's no way he's 350.
This is a defensive line?
Yeah, defensive lineman. Defensive tackle. But anyway,
I would not want those guys pursuing me at all.
Did you see his 40 time?
No.
He ran faster than Patrick Mahomes.
That's... Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pat. You're not getting away from that guy. Better put on your running shoes, buddy. Shoelace Express is coming for you. That's nuts. And that's scary.
Yeah, and then the quarterback for Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder, he ran faster than Pat Mahomes, Russell Wilson, and somebody else, another NFL.
Jackson? Who's the quarterback for Ravens?
Lamar Jackson. No, he didn't run faster than Lamar Jackson, but he ran faster than Patrick Mahomes. I saw Russell Wilson was in that, and there was another football player. I can't remember who it was.
Another quarterback,
another running quarterback. Yeah, I can't remember who they showed. Might have been Josh Allen actually.
Oh, okay.
Might have been Josh Allen.
All I remember seeing was that the one where the same quarterback that ran all the way down the field had the breakaway, and then he's running so fast he tripped and fell.
I don't know. I don't think so. I
didn't
hear that. I didn't hear that one yet.
It was awesome.
But yeah, Desmond Ridder there for Cincinnati. Go UC. Go UC, man.
Dang. I can't wait for this draft. Good things are coming for everybody.
Well, I think the whole like thing about this draft was there's nobody really, who's the well-developed first pick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not a really good one. So the Combine has done a really good job this year of
showing what's
putting
up.
that on show because honestly, it was kind of a toss in the air.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was going to be that Michigan defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, okay.
So, but now they're saying probably not. So,
man, how much longer do they have of the Combine? How long does it usually last?
Combine's usually 3 days, so it's over by now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
interesting though.
When's the draft day?
It's usually like the third week of April. So
the end of April.
Yeah.
God, so close, but so far away.
I know. So,
but hey, we're March Madness.
I know. Hey, without any further ado, though, let's get the show started and get Jerry on here. What do you say?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Let's roll it.
What's up?
We're here.
Hey, we want to thank Clue Studio for the studio sponsorship. We want to thank RMG for sponsoring the show, as well as Grizzly Buildings being here with Jerry Weeks.
Yeah.
Again, welcome back to the show, man.
What's up, Jerry?
Great to be here.
Awesome. Glad to have you back, man.
More excited this time because I know what's going on.
Right. Know what's to come.
We are ready.
Well, speaking of knowing what's going on, we got a little surprise for you today. Have you ever tried Screwball peanut butter whiskey and apple juice?
I have not. I usually keep it simple: Bud Light, Jack Daniels. Those are usually.
Well, we're gonna go a little slow on you here.
What was the drink we had you try last time? Do you remember?
It was Busch Light.
Yeah, we were drinking Busch Light.
Straight Busch. Okay, awesome. Great drink choice.
No big keeping it back to the roots. Busch Light.
Keeping it original.
I think we did have a few Bud Lights.
Probably only go half a glass. Yeah,
a few Bud Lights.
I didn't mix in that much.
We got here.
We did.
The last time. Shout out to Side Rail.
Right, go a little bit more on this one, Adam, if you would.
Little more yes.
That's good.
So what we're mixing here is just a little bit of Screwball, which is peanut butter whiskey, and some apple yes.
Apple yes.
And man,
it's one of our favorite drinks.
Yeah, the story,
for sure.
the legends say it tastes like apple slices with peanut butter.
Yeah, dipped in peanut butter. Yeah.
I'm in, dude.
Give it a try. Let us know what you think.
Take two here.
Take two. Cheers.
Yeah.
Man, that's dangerous. That is delicious.
Man, that is a true delight.
That is phenomenal.
Right?
Takes you back to preschool right before your nap, right?
I'm ready to hit the cot.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You can't beat that.
That is the one.
No, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's scary. But it's,
right.
It's good.
I'm going to say it's better than last time.
I know.
It's one of them things like Anheuser-Busch owns Cutwater.
Yeah.
And you'll drink a few cans. Alcohol is super high in them.
Yeah.
So, like, if you got a group of buddies and you guys are swimming, hanging out in the pool, hot tub, whatever, you got to get out and you're, like, floating.
Feel
like,
a little woozy, man.
That snuck up on me.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to do the same.
Yeah, it's definitely a sneaker.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
But it's so good.
It is. Yeah, it doesn't take very much too to like make that perfect like concoction.
Oh no, you really don't even taste the alcohol.
No,
Right. It's just
Like,
like, oh, it's
you
a little
get
peanut
hit.
butter.
Yeah, peanut butter, apple juice, polished off with some peanut butter, and then it's like,
Right.
all right, man, I'm good to go.
Really good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
never
Ready.
tried it at home yet. If you're over, 21, of course.
Yeah, drink
Screwball
responsibly.
And
we do
apple
not
juice.
promote underage drinking.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Drink responsibly.
Please do.
Never drink and drive.
No. Don't definitely do that either.
Don't tell your parents where you got it from.
So what's new in the Grizzly Buildings neighborhood, man?
Ma'am, I tell you what, we got a lot going on. So we inherited some close friends, family. They're not really family, but they're so close to friends, I consider them family.
Okay.
They unfortunate event on their end. They worked for a company that owned a bunch of rentals.
Yeah.
Is like a retired attorney. He sold out the rentals. It's been a slow process,
Sure.
leading into like now current.
Yeah.
So those guys aren't going to have a job at the end. My dream / goal is to have a all English crew. Like
Right.
obviously we use all Amish. We have a bunch of crews, but it'd always be nice to have an English crew.
Sure.
Right.
Guys that you can kind of send here and there, kind of dictate.
Right.
Because the Amish, you don't want to send them to a hotel. You don't want to send them
Right.
too far out of state. Things like
Right.
that. So
Might be unfamiliar with and stuff
yeah,
like that.
absolutely. So now, a few of those members are coming over to work with us.
Oh, cool.
With the job they had, they can do complete interior finishing work on the inside of,
Yeah.
any home.
Oh,
So
okay.
kind of gets us into, we don't want to do barn dominiums. And on the last podcast, I was like, I don't even want to touch them.
Yeah.
I want to build the shell and
Right.
get out.
Right.
Now we're probably going to be doing barn dominiums.
Okay. Great.
Before the end of the year is
Yeah.
our goal.
Awesome.
Myself and another individual
Yeah.
are
So you're
taking.
gonna build yourself one then?
I wish.
Yeah?
No, I'm not though. I'm not. So for whoever's listening, trial and error. If they want to be first, we'll make sure we take care of them.
Awesome.
But so myself and another employee we have are going through the certifications and classes to become a residential electrician.
Okay.
I have another guy doing some plumbing
Yeah.
classes and HVAC and things like that.
Awesome.
So like I said, I'm hoping by the end of this year, 3/4 of the way into the year, we'll be full-fledged. We'll be ready to go.
And you'll have that well-rounded crew for everybody to kind of take over
100%.
every task.
Yeah, 100.
absolutely.
And my goal is still for the Amish to come in, frame up the building or house, and then me kind of send my guys in, our
Yeah.
other crew, more or less like an interior finishing crew.
Yeah, to kind of finish it off
Yeah,
on the
to
inside.
go in and cap that thing off, and
Sure.
we're done, and we can give the customer more of a complete project.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
Instead of them
That's my goal.
outsourcing to someone else to
Yeah.
finish the inside, and just be like,
and
"Hey, I
I'm
know
sure,
someone." Hey.
after doing it for a year,
Yeah.
I'll spark up some new ideas, and
Sure.
the house that we're building right now,
Yeah.
may hit the market, and we'll be able to build my own,
Right.
a new house, another one.
So now the last time we had you on the show, you were talking about some possible duck blinds and stuff.
Yeah. So that hit the ground running in a different way than I anticipated.
Okay.
It's doing really good.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Not in Ohio.
Oh, okay. So you're
we're-
having to travel.
Yeah, so we're actually sending them
Yeah.
out of state. So
Okay.
we got, I got linked up with some guys that have high fence reservations
Yeah.
where they own thousands or hundreds of acres. and they kind of have it set up in their woods where they'll have people come and hunt at their facilities. Like Ted Nugent owns a few of them.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So we haven't sold any to Uncle Ted yet, but I am trying really hard. I've sent a little portfolio over to their manager over there to see if we can get a couple in there.
Why don't you just send them one?
I mean, I'd love to, but I just don't want to show up knocking on the gate at Uncle Ted's place.
Like, I don't think anybody does.
I don't know how he might think I'm a Democrat or something. It might not go how I want.
Come on, it's the Nuge.
Yeah. So we've sent a few out already. And we got a bunch of people reaching out to us.
That's awesome.
Tax time's coming up, so we got some deals coming out, which we're going to link up with you guys and throw some ads out there.
Absolutely.
I know. I think we touched on it a little bit in the first podcast. We got sheds. We're going to start throwing some sheds out. The only difference between us,
and you guys are going to have those do-it-yourself ones too.
Yeah, 100%. And that was one of the things. Is we're going to show up with a kit to your house. As close to being done as we can, and we're going to frame it up as we're there. If you want to do it yourself, more power to you. And also, without losing kind of our pride and joy of like craftsmanship and how durable our buildings are, a lot of people kind of bypass the durability, and they're just after the bottom dollar price.
Right. Sure.
So we're actually...
You see that everywhere anymore now. I mean, 100%. With gas prices and everything else. Yeah, everybody's looking for bottom dollars.
Absolutely. You got to take out a loan. You can build a pole barn, but you have to take out a loan to fill your fuel tank up.
Yeah, right.
How it's terrible nowadays.
No kidding.
But so what we're doing is I understand that there's a need for that bottom dollar building. You know, I can offer you the best price, but at the same time, I still can't discount craftsmanship or discount the durability or the quality of material.
Right.
So we're actually partnering with a tubular steel building company. And what it is you kind of see people with like carports.
Yeah.
Or the guy on Harding Highway in Lima that sells sheds and tubular buildings is what they advertise them as.
Yeah.
So pretty much it's just like a hollow tubing, and it all bolts and brackets together. Still a metal exterior.
Yeah.
Our gauge steel is 29 gauge steel. The gauge of steel that we would be using for these is a little thinner. We can use the same, but we try to go a little thinner just because, just less weight it has to kind of bear and support.
Right.
We're working through the final steps of that. Those are going to be pushed out here real quick. So more or less, the customer can call us, tell us what their needs are, and then in a way we can give them kind of a two-way price. Like, hey, you can take the pole barn process, a little better durability, a little bulkier building.
Yeah.
Here's your price. Or if you don't like that, here's a tubular building. Warranty isn't as good, but at the same time, you're still getting a great building. The only thing you're really losing is just the durability, the warranty. I mean, there was just a freaking windstorm that just blasted through here.
Yeah.
So every time something like that happens, it kind of makes me second guess. Just kind of worried. You don't want to set someone up for failure.
Right.
You don't want to build a building or have one partially up and then it end up at Aunt Edna's driveway.
Somebody else's house. You're like,
So
thank you, God.
So we're working through it. We may, not mandate, but just ask customers. Let us either pour a concrete pad and anchor it to the pad, or let us dig kind of a footer hole and pour some concrete in there just so we can kind of lag it down. Yeah. Just to kind of give you kind of the peace of mind as well as us. But that's coming. Obviously with that crew coming on board, we got kinks to work out. We're not going to build a house right off the rip.
Right.
We got to figure out the logistics of things. So our plan is to start marketing and advertising some flooring, some interior finishing. Towards the end of the year, we'll start doing some minor electrical work. I'd really love to get into kind of the kitchen business, like the cabinets, countertops. As everybody knows, Amish, are huge on craftsmanship. And 3 of my crews, they're all kind of chain linked together. Their dad / father-in-law for the other 2, he builds custom cabinetry. So that would be something amazing for us to offer as well.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
So, with that, we're also bringing people in and we're kind of bringing them over because I need someone to kind of oversee that side of things because I got a life too. I got a wife.
You still got a full-time job, man.
That's a fact.
You still got a full-time job.
That's a fact. So there's a lot of balancing.
This dude's still pushing beer and building pole barns out here.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right. Beer and barns.
Beer and barns, man.
That's all it is. But so my goal going into I would say end of next year is to have a total package. I want to have high-end buildings, high-end interior finishing, high-end cabinetry, high-end everything we can get.
Dude, you have like the perfect crew, especially when you said you have the Amish, craftsmanship on the like that's great. They're well known for their craftsmen and good buildings. So why not have it inside and outside of your home?
I like
that's awesome.
That's what we're going for.
Do you have any of them that know the secrets of the fireless fire pit?
I don't.
None of them know how to build those?
I mean, I could easily ask.
Please do.
Yeah.
I need to get one floated my way.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
The fireless or the non-electric fireplaces.
So like tankless fire pits.
Man, I don't know. Some Amish trade secret or something, man.
You want it like inside?
Yeah, I need to get one of those or something.
Okay.
If they know, that's going to something be a feature that can be added to the things they build.
Yeah,
that'd be
100%,
awesome.
100%. Yeah, I know. Right now, a lot of them have just a fireplace, fire stove, fire burning stove inside their house, and a lot of them. That's how they kind of start their day. They wake up, fire up the stove, and then whatever they're drinking or whatever, their coffee, they'll set it right on the stove. And it heats up whatever they're drinking, using, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Those dudes are crafty. Before I left my house, I popped some food in the microwave. And I couldn't imagine throwing some logs on the fire to eat some pizza rolls.
Yeah, right. All right, I'm gonna get a little snack before we head out.
They're popping. They're good.
Got a couple hours for it to warm up.
I can hear it. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's awesome. Hilarious. So. Now you got all this new stuff coming on. How are you keeping up with it right now?
I'm not. I'm doing my best, man. To delegate. When I bring someone on my team, there's a few things I kind of keep in mind.
Sure.
The first one ultimately is how will this benefit the company? Will this individual benefit the company in a positive way? Do I foresee a situation in the future where this individual will have to I really don't want to let anybody go. I like to create that family kind of atmosphere. So will I have to let this individual go? Or would this individual, is this a good role for this person? Right. And if it's not, then I'm always willing to move them before moving them out.
Yeah, right, try a different spot for them.
Yeah. And
come at all angles.
Yeah, and I believe in people working their way up. So people, you could start as, say, a sales guy. Our director of operations now, Nate, he was a sales guy for a few years.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job. No complaints about him. He was that guy that paid attention to detail. And like now, he runs the show during the day. He kind of keeps up with all the quotes, keeps everybody in line, in check, where things need to go. He does all the contracts and payments. He'll shoot the texts out to our field manager like, hey, XYZ is due for payment number 3. This guy's due for a final walkthrough and picks. Then he'll shoot some stuff over to you guys for the website or for the Facebook page. But a big key of how we kind of keep things going is the clientele in-house. So I try to focus on delegating tasks out to employees. that's what they're there for. You trust them. You entrust your business in their hands. And also, I try not to bite off more than I can chew. I fail all the time. I'm always setting up late at night.
Don't we all?
Yeah, doing something, holding the baby, talking to my wife, responding to emails.
Right.
And but
trial and error, man.
Yeah, but everything is going good right now.
Yeah. It's like it's going great, man.
Yeah, I don't half-ass anything.
Yeah.
I mean, there's usually the only complaint you'll ever get from me is, hey, I text you and you didn't text me back, and I'll show you my phone, and I'll be like, listen, dude, I got 20-some messages right now, and that's kind of why we have a Grizzly line.
Yeah.
So say like friends and family want a pole barn, and they reach out to me, you know, I have some confidence in myself, so I'll sell them a building. I'll hook them up, take care of them. And then what I do is I try to push them to the sales guy. Hey, you're sold. You're good. Here's the sales guy.
Yeah.
If I don't do that, man, it's a nightmare.
Constantly blowing up your phone.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, you got to fade yourself out.
Yeah, they're texting me like, "Hey, man, is this good? Hey, is this okay?" And I'm like, "Listen, man, sorry, I forgot to give you an update. Your building actually ships next week.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be good to go on the building, this and that." And same thing with the payments. I mean, Nate will text me like, "Hey, dude, this building's wrapped up. We got to get out there and get a payment. Are you going to do it since you sold it, or do you want Tony to do it?" And obviously, I'll send Tony out. We're getting so busy, and I'm getting spread pretty thin that I don't have the ability to meet with a customer a lot of times up front at the contract signing.
Right.
But like I said in the first podcast, you're going to know who I am. I mean, I'm going to pop out. If you look outside and you see a 2021 F-150 in your driveway, I at least have a Grizzly building sticker on the window so you know what the hell's out there. Right. But, I try to pop out there, check out the building, knock on the door, and just kind of introduce myself and let people know, kind of put a face to the company. But
that's cool, man.
With us expanding now, who knows how this is going to play out or how it's going to go. We haven't started advertising for it yet. It's coming in the very near future.
That's exciting, though, to do all the stuff on the inside.
100%. I think that's what I'm most excited for.
Yes.
Because
we're excited on the marketing side just to start a new variety of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be
a
awesome.
new tunnel.
Yes.
And you don't know. I mean, we don't know how it's going to go. I know there's a lot of times I'm a fair weather fan. I'd get bored on the weekends, and I'd love to go out and work on a job that we have going on, or tweak something, finish something up.
Yeah.
And I don't really have the luxury of doing that right now, because building a pole barn isn't exactly a one-man job.
Right.
You got to have a few. But I'm hoping now that we get into this, I'm bringing people on that know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm not naive.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say, we will build you this. How will you do it? I have no idea.
Right. It's like, no,
I have guys.
You got people that know and more likely enjoy what they're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I want. I want them to come on.
This is so good.
Yeah. I want them to come on. I want them to enjoy what they're doing. But at the same time, it's a win-win for me because, one, my business is expanding.
Yes.
Two, we get to offer a new service to more people that may have kind of been taken advantage of by another contractor, or hey, we didn't remodel our kitchen or bathroom or the living room, whatever, because we just couldn't afford it. We need new floors in our house, but we had to wait till tax time, and we still can't do it. I also want to learn it. I mean, I want to be proficient in what I sell.
Yeah,
and like I said, I'm not going to show up to your house. If you want to build a pole barn, I can show up and I can take you through steps A through Z and add a few to help you out. But if you want to remodel your house, may have to take a back seat on it. I can speak to it, but I'm not proficient with it. So
and not yet though.
Yeah, and that's
especially you got a crew that knows what they're doing and.
Yeah, and that's my goal, and that's why I want to start with kind of remodeling and the small stuff, and then like I said, I'm hoping into the year
start out building she caves.
There we go. I got a couple in my backyard right now, framed up. If you let me know what kind of pink furniture you want, I'll throw it in. But yeah, and that's my goal. Ultimately. I want to eventually. I want people to come to me, jump on our website, and see full home plans, like you would for for like a Wayne Holmes or a Schumacher or, those companies that we actually build pole barns for.
Yeah.
And then, obviously with our relationships and partnerships, we'll continue to create more. We'll continue to work with people. I'm not the business owner that's out here cutthroat.
Right.
There's more than enough work out here for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody
You
needs
understand
stuff
the game.
done. Yeah, so
it goes.
I'm pretty humble in anything.
Yeah.
At least I try to be. My wife may say I'm not, but like I said, my goal is to blow the company up.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some new branding coming up. I want to keep the logo. It's kind of something I'm pretty proud of.
Right.
And I would love, side note, I've asked all my sales guys, anybody that will get a Grizzly Buildings logo tattooed on them, I'll pay for it. So if we can get somebody
I'm down.
to jump on it, I would
Awesome.
absolutely love it.
I love the logo.
Dude, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah.
So I told people, I don't care if we are doing a carpet business, it's going to be Grizzly flooring. Like I am not losing my logo or anything.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah, so we got the rebranding coming. We're changing some things up, and it may fail. It may do extremely well, which I hope it will.
Right.
I'm putting the same effort into it I did in this company.
Yeah.
And like I said, the sky's the limit, and I'm going to do my damnedest to get as high as I can.
Yeah,
That's a great idea, though.
I mean, the thing is, you're
way.
but you're already in the business of doing the first part, the first step, which is having that building. So, I mean, to offer the other services there, you're creating packages for yourself, basically, by being able to, annihilate an entire, wish list for somebody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when these people come in, let's be honest, most of these people already have a plan of what they want their building to look like inside and out.
Yeah. Thanks to Pinterest and HGTV.
Exactly.
Usually gets
TikTok.
them far. Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of these people already have somewhat of an idea for you to just come in already, and if they're choosing you to build their building, hell, what's two more pitches while you're at it?
Yeah, and a lot of people say that the exterior bulk construction, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
So I mean, now that we got it taken care of,
yeah.
I mean, it just kind of puts us in a whole new bracket.
Yeah.
With a
But
lot
and the thing is too is like with those buildings already up or whatever, you're right, that's the hardest part, But once those buildings are up, those people know that for that building to be finished, you have to get flooring. You have to get these, and you have to get the interior done. So you're already there.
100%.
I mean, you're standing in the building that you just built, and they're like, so we need to get the.
That could change the 3D designer up too.
Yeah.
Y'all ever play The Sims back in the day? We'll build a badass house, y'all.
Yeah, and the thing is, what kind of helped me kind of make the decision is I've complained for a few months now or a few years when customers say, "Can you build a barn dominium?" No, I can't. I can do the exterior, not the interior. Yeah. And I've just been afraid to kind of put my name on it because I didn't have the right personnel. The Amish come in and build a pole barn so fast that they get so used to that money and keeping it simple. That's kind of where they want to be at. Yeah. So now that I can bring an English crew in that I'm close with, and I can kind of have them like, hey, I know we're worried about the bottom dollar on your paycheck on Fridays, but I want you to focus on making this right. And at the same time, the guy that's signing your check on Fridays, I'm going to be right beside you.
Yeah.
So you already know this.
Yeah.
So you're going to help me critique and learn the process. But at the same time, you're going to also teach me your side of the process.
Sure.
And it's only because I want to be able to speak to it.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'm not the type of guy that wants to sell something that I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right. You want to ins and out of everything you're doing. You put your hands on. You want to be like, I'm the best at this, and I know because I've worked with this all the time. So now I can put my name on it.
100%. And
awesome.
That's our one and only goal. And that's like I said, we're not in a rush.
Right.
But we're in a rush.
Right.
So
yeah.
I want to offer it tomorrow, but we can't. So we're going to continue. And every time I get impatient, I just tell myself like, hey, this business is 4 or 5 years in the making.
Yeah.
Like you just have to ride the storm, just keep going, baby steps.
Slowly but surely, man.
Yeah. don't put yourself in the hole. Don't oversell and underdeliver. Just keep going and doing what you can.
Absolutely. Hey, it's working out so far, man. It's going great.
Yeah, absolutely. No complaints.
Cool.
Remember when I said let's just Russian roulette it and we'll all just take one of those? And there was only one left, so I took it, and then we just kind of picked for each other. I got the shaft on that one.
Yes, I've only gotten one good one. That's it. Yeah, top me off. You got it open. Just a little bit.
Go ahead and fill her up.
There you go, buddy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Scotchy scotch.
Down it goes.
Down my belly. Dude, Will Ferrell's, he's the best. Yeah. He's great.
Give me a little juice. Thanks, mate.
You want any more than that?
No, it's all right. I like peanut butter.
So no, that's good, dude. Though that I mean, everything's. He seemed like he got quite a bit going on, but it seems like it's going to be a well-rounded business.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done.
Like I said, inside and out. That's badass.
Yeah,
awesome.
we've taken baby steps to get where we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been a blast, and that's why the company's obviously still getting maximum effort from me.
Sure.
And now that we have the opportunity to broaden the horizons a little bit, we're going to take it. I don't know where the end result is.
Sure.
But we have a baby at home, so I have a really good job how it stands now. Grizzly Buildings has always been just kind of like a really fun hobby to me.
Yeah.
And as kind of getting more hobbies now, getting into more things, I would really like to continue to kind of form the employees we have now and kind of bring them up to where it's their kind of prized possession, something they can hang their hat on.
Right, absolutely.
It's just kind of finding that right groove, and also I don't want to set anybody up for failure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to make sure we create a product that doesn't have too many negatives to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right now, the only negative to our company is from the supply standpoint.
Right.
We're waiting on materials, and it's getting absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, like you said, it's everywhere. You just got to deal with it. My wife and I are building a house. The dig date just got pushed back again.
Right. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, nothing at all. And, even the simple stuff, like I ordered a truck cap from my truck, and it's been pushed back and back and back. It was supposed to be in, I think, this past week, I think like the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah.
And now the guy emailed me and said, looking like the truck cap itself is going to be in on the 25th or 26th, and then your cap pack, which is actually it's like a locker that goes in the top of your truck cap, and you pull 2 levers and it pulls out and drops at a 45, and it's like a gun rack and everything in there for hunting trips.
Cool.
So you don't lose any of your floor.
Right.
And that isn't supposed to be here till the end of the month, and I ordered them both. I don't know, probably 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And dude, they come from like Northern Ohio. Like it's ARE is the brand I got.
Right.
Damn.
So it's just
That's nuts.
And I'm probably one. I mean, I like to say I'm one of the easiest customers people could have because I get it. I live it every single day.
Right.
So when you tell me, like, I'm pretty freaking impatient. Like, I'll show up and I'll tell you, if I tell you I want something, that's exactly what I want. I researched it. I looked into it. And the only way you're going to talk me out of it is if you have something that maybe could benefit me a little better.
Sure.
Right.
But so, like, when I show up to get something like that truck cap, I knew exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
I showed up to the guy, and I even told him, I said, listen, I know they make them in Ohio. If you want, I'll pick that thing up when it's in. Like, I'll send somebody to get it.
Right.
But
I want it now.
Yeah, so as suppliers and, even this guy, poor guy, he calls me telling me, it got pushed back, it got delayed. I'm like, all right, man, I get it. Just
they don't even want to make that call.
No, dude, I don't
Nobody
want
wants
to
to
make that
call.
freaking call.
Right.
No.
It's insane. I even have people I'm close to that are like, hey, man, where's this at? And I'm like, I just take a deep breath, and I'm like, I'll get to you in about a half hour. I'm going to have to.
Just
and
give
it's
me
like, listen.
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Last time I talked to them, they said the trusses were being made. I'm just waiting on the metal. Part of your free delivery is everything has to kind of ship at once.
Yeah.
So I only have to pay one fee instead of two.
Yep.
So it's just the world now.
It's a pain in the ass.
Unfortunately,
Dude,
man. It's just,
it drives, and there's so much going on.
Yeah.
So much negativity out
man.
there.
That's why we got this show.
yeah,
It's
that's why
like,
we try to keep
got
it-
this
son
show.
of a bitch.
It's just so much, man.
That's why we got this show. There's
can't
no
get a-
negativity here.
Yeah, it's just you can't get ahead, and then it's just next thing you turn around, it's just
Yeah.
like something negative. It's like, hey, we're gonna look for the good
It's like,
stuff.
dude, my parents ordered furniture back in August. It was supposed to be delivered
Yeah.
in February. Now they called them up in February and said it'll be here in May.
Yeah. Hey, I got one for you.
Good God.
So say you build a house, and I gotta be careful how I ask this because I know my wife will listen eventually.
Eventually. Wait, Sarah, when you coming on and talk cooking with us? That's what we all want to know.
That would
That's
be
a fact.
We've
awesome.
been waiting to hear from you. I don't know how many text messages Jerry sent me. Said he's told you to call.
At least 10 times.
That would be awesome.
I did. We got in our freezer right now. Side note, we have pheasant.
Sarah is his wife for our listeners out there.
We have-
What am I doing here? I'm about to open. It's getting like drunk, hungry,
It's the
hungers right
peanut
now.
butter.
Yeah,
It's the peanut butter. Well, we have in our freezer right now. We had to buy a different deep freezer. So in our freezer right now, we have pheasant, quail, deer, elk. I bought a hog. I think I bought like half or a quarter of a hog, and then I got some steer. I got some cow in there, beef in there as well.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, she's an amazing woman. She's an amazing cook. But anyways, so say you're building a new house.
Yeah.
I have recently learned there's a lot of pros that come into building a house. For example, the pro for your wife is she gets a new house. The also pro for your wife that she hits you with is, well, we can't put the furniture we have now in the house. Well, we're going to need new appliances. Well, we're going to need new this. So I don't know which loan's going to be bigger. I don't know. The only one not adding to my list is Noah, and it's because he only says a couple words. It's mom and dad.
Probably benefiting right now.
Yeah.
It's like, thanks, bud.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
But I mean, I'm excited. But you saying that furniture thing, just she showed me, some deals like Costco and stuff's having like, and then all these other furniture places over towards Columbus. She wants to kind of get over to and check out. And we
just wait for that IKEA trip.
Oh no, dude! One time I went into IKEA one time, and I went in there to buy. I don't even remember.
Spatula.
Yeah, and it still came in 8 pieces. I go in there
Oh my
to
god.
get a piece of furniture for my wife, and then like her brother wanted like the same one. Like it was like some cubicle thing, whatever.
Right.
I get there. And I walked probably 3/4 of a mile to get to a warehouse that's just like a bunch of racking with letters and numbers.
Yeah, sure.
And I finally am walking around like a lost puppy long enough where this woman says, can I help you? And I just showed her the email from my wife that said, like, you need to pick this up, whatever. And she's like, oh, yeah, you have to go over here to aisle, Z section, whatever.
Oh, man.
And then some kid... I had to check in at the beginning of the aisle. Then I had to go to the back of the aisle to where this kid has to check my tag. And then he goes, gets on a lift, pulls this little pallet down, and then brings me a box, probably from me to you, this wide. And I'm
Jeez.
like, how the hell is this a big-ass cubicle? So he gives me 2 of them. Dude, I can't do IKEA. I can't do it ever again. I can't.
I was about to say, there's a lot of good deals at other places with some good furniture. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and that's what she said. She's been looking around, and we try to do as busy as I am. We try to do like every week, a little date night to where we just go. We'll usually have some errands or something to run.
Right.
We had to shoot out to Columbus just yesterday, actually. So we kind of made it a date thing. Dropped Noah off at her mom and dad's, and we went out to eat and just did a little bit of shopping.
You guys go to Columbus often?
I mean, I do, unfortunately,
right?
Just because I work there,
right.
But not really. Sarah, I mean, her and I will go if we have something to get. But since I'm there throughout the week for work, if there's something simple and needs picked up, whatever, I'll usually stop in and grab it.
Yeah.
But
tell you what, we ate dinner out there. I think it was 2 weekends ago. We went to the Guild House.
Oh yeah,
very good place.
What kind
expensive?
of place?
It's very expensive, but
what kind of food?
It's hard to. It's not like one type. It's very high class type food. I mean, but it's not too high class to where like you get a plate and you're like, that's it.
Yeah, it's like a little sampler from Costco.
Yeah, it's not like that.
That'll
it's not
be
like that.
$47.50.
Yeah, no, like so we got the filet mignon and it was spectacular. I mean, it was a really good steak, but it wasn't like a steakhouse steak.
Gotcha.
Like it's not like you're there for the steak. Like I mean, there's other parts of it, like the side dishes and stuff like that were really good. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain like what type of food it is. I guess it's just all across the board.
Just a little bit of anything.
A little bit of everything.
What's it called?
The Guild House.
The Guild House in Columbus.
Yeah, but it's not like they don't have burgers. They don't have burgers, French fries, or nothing like that.
Chicken
like
tendies?
No, nothing like that.
Ah, for everyone out there who's like,
And I could be wrong. Maybe they have them in the
chicken
back,
tendies.
like for kids or something like that. I don't know.
Hey, kids menu, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, but,
Little corn dog and mac and cheese.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not that.
Sarah and I always talk about that. Like, let's go to this expensive place, whatever. And I've even made reservations before, and we've had to cancel them. Like, just yesterday, we didn't know where we were going to go. Tossed up a few ideas, and we ended up eating at Boston's in Marysville, which may be one of my new favorite spots.
Really?
I've never been to a Boston.
Is that like a coffee house?
No, it's kind of like a sports bar gig.
Okay,
but
now I've heard of the Boston Market. That's like a deli, not the same thing.
Could be. I don't know. I just remember seeing Boston's.
Okay.
I've heard of Boston. I've seen it. It's almost like you said, a sports bar, almost like kind of like a Red Robin type of.
Dude, they had pizza, seafood. I mean, they had steak, ribs. They had a good variety of everything. And I ended up getting like fish and chips is what I got, and my wife got pizza, and her pizza looked phenomenal. My food was really good. So I was a big Cheddar's fan.
Oh, I love Cheddar's.
The cool part about Cheddar's is you can stop at Dietz's on the way home. Everybody's getting cones like amateurs, and I grab a couple pints and walk out. But we went to Boston's, so on the way home we stopped at Witt's and Bellefontaine, and I still got a pinter to bring home.
That's awesome.
But yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So now, have any of you guys ever? Have you guys ever been to that place in Lima yet? That seafood place right in front of the mall? Has anybody been there yet?
I haven't.
I tried to get Adam to go with me once, but he's not a big seafood guy, though. But supposedly, and I don't even know if they're still open, they look like they're dead all the time, don't they?
Yeah,
every time we
they
drive
do.
by, they're like, I mean, because we got a lot of clients out that way. Yeah. So, like, it's every time we drive by out there, we're like, does anybody even go here?
I think they just plugged in that wacky wiggle air thing. They're like, are they open? That's I don't know. It's like,
but they're supposedly they have like the jumbo seafood dishes where it's like all covered in seasonings and butter everywhere and corn on the cob and
you sold me
potatoes.
butter.
Yeah. It's supposed to be that type of place. I haven't been there yet though.
I have to be in the mood, and depending on like what I liked, and this is going off in like Texas and we're visiting and stuff.
Right.
We stopped at like some. Like hole in the water, I don't remember what it is, but I got some fried catfish. That was good.
Yeah.
Fried catfish is good, yeah. Now
a couple other stuff, but I'm just not like big on seafood.
Supposedly they give you like it's just like it comes in like a bag and it's like crab legs and lobster and shrimp all in a bag and crawdads in a bag with like filled with seasoning, and then you just like open it and then they give you like a bowl of butter.
It's kind of like one of them crawfish boils.
Yeah.
I was about to say they had one of those in
kind of
Texas when my parents came to visit. We'd always hit up Crawdaddies or whatever it is by the harbor, and you're just like, how many pounds? You tell them, and you just come out with like 2 sacks of like Crawdads.
Yeah.
You're like, and you open it up and they're all buttered and seasoned in like triple sack bag. You're like, all right, get your own sack.
Yes.
That don't sound bad at all.
It was really
we
good.
Went, I think the only experience I have with that is we went. My wife's friend from high school got married in Jacksonville, and just a few years ago, and we stopped and we ate at like a harbor place one night, like sign outside says watch out for manatees and stuff. And we ate somewhere that had like catch of the day and stuff like that.
Like
and
some fresh stuff.
Phenomenal seafood.
Nice.
See, that I would do. I like the fresh caught, but not like, I'm not putting down any restaurants. I won't say anything like that, but I like that stuff, like that fresh, that good stuff, you know?
I think it's called Lee's Seafood. Lee's Seafood in Lima, but that's... Look at that.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks seasoned as hell.
Hell yeah.
That's the place, though, isn't it? Yeah. With the little squiggly guy right out front.
Oh, yeah. Well, what did that place used to be?
Used to be Ruby Tuesdays.
Yes.
That's what it was. Why did that ever go? Ruby Tuesday was awesome.
Well, I think my wife and I went to Nashville for a little getaway. And
that looks tasty.
See what I'm saying? I think we got to try it out one time.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, well, we ended up eating at like a Ruby Tuesdays in Nashville just because we were in Nashville. We weren't there for the food. We were there just to hang out.
Boil.
Yeah. And that Ruby Tuesdays was phenomenal. So we got home.
I love the salad bar at Ruby Tuesdays.
That's and like a week or two later, I was like, hey, you know what? Let's go to Ruby Tuesdays in Lima. There's one over there. And we went there and it was ass. Like I was like, damn. This isn't Nashville.
That's probably why. I just went downhill.
That's probably why. Old Mr. Lee jumped in, snagged it up.
Apparently it's pretty good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. But it just never looks busy. And maybe it's just not a lunchtime thing. Maybe it's only a dinner type of place.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I don't know. But
interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to check that out sometime.
Yeah, it's all sitting there by
I tried to
itself.
get Adam together with me one time where he's like, nah, dude, I don't do seafood.
And it was like lunchtime, like not really feeling the seafood.
Yeah. It's probably a big meal, so.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably do like a 2-for-1 dinner.
Yeah, for sure.
Those places are always money though on like date night or something. You go there and like you're taking more food home than what you're ordering. Then you're looking at your wife like, you're not gonna finish all that. Yeah. That's great.
Yamato is that for my wife? Yamato.
Yeah.
My wife will never eat all of your.
That's what I was gonna say.
But she will fight me tomorrow.
Like you got to be the first one up to like.
She's out there putting her name on the container. Don't touch this.
Yeah.
Permanent marker means nothing in this house.
Every once in a while, Sarah and I will go to Yamato and we'll get like some sushi and chicken and rice. And just kind of split a whole like smorgasbord of stuff.
So some friends of ours actually told us they're big sushi people. Okay, it's actually the Mike and Monica Coyle over at Audubon Collision Center.
Gotcha.
In Wapak. They're big foodies, or she is anyway. I think more she, but she's a big sushi person. And she says the best sushi in Ohio, bar none, is Shin's Szechuan and Sushi, which is in Vandalia, right off 75. So me and Adam did go there. We had actually a client meeting in another area close to Columbus, and we drove past it, and I was like, oh, we should probably just stop in, and it was
pretty damn good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So if you're a sushi fan,
we'll have to check it out for sure.
Yeah,
I've had a lot of
Sarah
good sushi.
likes sushi a lot. She'll try that stuff that comes out with like spices and stuff. I'm like, I'll take that California roll.
Yeah, exactly. Just try to keep it original, right?
I might throw some crab in there,
shrimp.
But
Get that shrimp tempura.
shrimp tempura.
That's my main right there.
Well, hey, Jerry, what do you say about popping in some warheads? We'll get some rapid fire questions going, man.
Yeah, is this a team effort or is this just
So
me?
I guess we ran out.
We ran out.
You want one? I got two.
I'll
dude.
take one if you.
I got two that are the same flavor.
There it is.
No shame in my game. All right, I got it in, so let's hurry up.
All righty. If you could be any animal in the world, what would you be and why?
Man, I don't know. I would say, I'm just gonna go with a grizzly bear, just because they're pretty badass.
Oh yeah,
that fits.
That is sour.
If I wear it, I'm gonna take it.
I'm going.
I'm starting to drool.
Yeah, got to drool backwards.
I got to drool backwards.
Oh, that was not good. I'm going with falcon because of the fastest bird ever, and I'm out of here.
Have you ever fell asleep at the theaters, and what was the movie?
Oh yeah, I did for sure. I cannot remember the movie. It was when my wife and I were fairly new, and I think there was 3 or 4 of us there. It was like me, her, my friend Junior, and somebody else.
Yeah,
this is sour.
Pretty sure I kind of cracked off a little bit. put my head down.
Have you ever been to the movie theater in Dublin with the recliners?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! You want to talk about easy to fall asleep?
Yeah, I think we went there one time to see the Avengers. I think is one of the movies we went there to see. Not freaking Endgame because that was terrible.
Yeah.
But Iron Man fans, whatever. Bastards.
Bittersweet. I get it.
What about you, Adam?
What was the question?
You ever fell asleep at a movie theater? What was the movie?
I think it was only. Not that I'm not a fan. I'm a huge Star
Smelling
Wars.
like watermelon from you guys.
That's exactly what it is. Super sour watermelon. It was a Star Wars film, but again, I think I was tired, and it was just like a lot of information where I was just like, okay. And then an explosion happened, and I never went back to sleep. It wasn't intentional. I was just I don't remember. I don't think I've ever went to a movie like I don't want to see. Like I want to see this. So.
Yeah. Now, if we changed it up to like, have you ever fallen asleep at home while watching something with your spouse? Literally every time.
Every time.
Literally, I will wake up in the morning. I don't even have to ask anymore. I just know that Sarah, like, regularly looks over to see if I'm still awake. And I'll wake up.
Nudge you a little bit.
I'll go through the DVR, and I'm like, oh, yeah, she's got it. She stopped it right about when I fell asleep.
That's awesome.
What is one food you don't like to eat?
I hate mushrooms.
Really?
Oh, I hate them. Like to the point where I'll throw jabs.
What about the portobellos, like on steak and stuff?
Nah, dude, it's mushroom. No way.
See, I was a huge hater of mushroom until my buddy one time. Probably was those kind of mushrooms, but he cooked it with steak with it. But it was just like I ate the steak, and then usually when I would talk about that Bistro B place that was in Texas, they'd mix in mushroom and like bell peppers and steak.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. And I ate it. I was like, yo, this mushroom tastes exactly like this bite of steak. It blew my mind. I was like, okay, I won't eat like sliced mushroom on pizza. None of that. I just like them.
Those are a little slimier.
Cooked like a steak.
It's like tainted meat, dude.
Yeah,
if it's on the pizza, if a piece of it touches and they have the pizza in half,
game over.
Sarah inherits that piece. But I don't even want it. And like her dad, my father-in-law, he likes mushrooms as well.
Yeah.
And then me and my mother-in-law are on our own little team.
Yep.
If we'll order a pizza, it's half and half. And he'll come over and we'll have a cookout during the summer, throw some steaks on the grill, whatever. And I'll go in the house and they'll say, hey, throw these on. And it's just like a boat of foil. And then it's closed up. And on the insides, butter, some seasoning, mushrooms. And they're like, throw them on the grill. And I'm like, I'll throw them in the trash or on the grill, but you guys can check on them. Because I ain't even opened these mugs, man.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
I guess mine is onions.
Yeah, I can't do like raw onions.
Yeah, like
they got to be
really
cooked.
got to be cooked in the
Sautéed.
Yeah.
I like sautéed onions.
Bloomin' onion.
I'll do a bloomin' onion. I'll do onion rings.
Yeah.
But raw onions, I can't do raw
My
onions.
grandpa, dude, I remember growing up, and that mug would eat an onion like an apple.
No.
And I do not realize.
No.
I guess I didn't realize.
What it was?
Like, I didn't realize how impressive that was.
Dude,
until
that's
now.
Super impressive.
Like, I'm like, man, I don't know.
That's a skill.
I don't know how you did it, but I am impressed.
And and just like you though with the pizza stuff, onions on pizza, no go.
Yeah, I've tried a few times. Like, hey, throw some, like, just change it up. Throw some onion on it. Throw ham on it. Throw this on it. I just go pepperoni.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if one of them mushrooms,
I do like
man.
a solid.
The game over was like, cheers now.
A solid pepperoni slice. Now I will say though, if I ever want to like really mix it up a little bit, one of my favorites is I like doing bacon and banana peppers.
That sounds good. I haven't tried that. That's
pretty good.
Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Good.
I like bacon and banana peppers and pepperoni, of course. You can't you can never not have pepperoni on a pizza.
You
Right.
can't.
So and then I will say though too, I am a pineapple guy. I love pineapple on pizza.
I do, but it's not going to be my first, second, third, fourth, or fifth pick. If someone's like, "Hey, you want pineapple pizza?" Like they like it, I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're never gonna hear me be like, "Hey, get some pineapple on my pizza, please."
I do.
Right.
I don't mind a good Hawaiian pizza, man. I mean, I can't eat it all the time. It's not something I'm going to order once a month. It's not something I'm going to order once or twice
but it is
a year.
good.
But
it's enjoyable.
Yeah, I can do it though with ham, bacon, pineapple.
Yeah, I think a few months ago, Sarah and I went all out and ordered that Hawaiian pizza deal. It wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. Like I said, it's not something I'm going to order, but I definitely eat it.
Yeah,
it was
for
there.
sure.
Right.
For sure. If you had, or what is one job you could never do?
Dude, I worked at Windsor's.
Yeah.
So there isn't too many that I couldn't ever do.
Adam's got one.
I really.
Never do.
I really don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I would say I love to hunt.
Yeah.
I love all that stuff. But I don't know if I can necessarily work at like a large scale slaughterhouse. I don't know if I can do something like that. It's kind of a lot to deal with.
Yeah, sure.
But like I said, Windsor's, man, it'll form you into a man. that place, everybody like
get some calluses on your body.
People that work there, they're
Beasts.
They're a good breed of people.
Yeah, right.
And I say that my dad's been there for 30 some years.
What a beast, dude.
But yeah, I love working there. It was great. But that's people say like I wouldn't want to be a garbage man. I was
a garbage man.
Yeah, I don't think it would be that bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
No, it wouldn't be bad at all.
Yeah, so I would say something along the lines of that slaughterhouse life.
Adam,
I think the worst job would be not scooping elephant shit, but like your job would have to catch it before it hits the ground. Like, whoa, elephant scooper? Like, no. Stand behind the elephant and make sure the shit does not touch the ground.
Where the hell have you seen where elephant shit can't touch the ground?
I don't know, man. A new cage, or a new. We're passing them through. I know. I'm going to assume someone had a job like that somewhere. Don't let it sit on the ground. Follow behind it with like a wheelbarrow or something. That just seems like a really shitty job.
My favorite place in the world is the Columbus Zoo, and I've never seen people not let shit hit the ground. Hey, listen, kid, whatever you do, you're making minimum wage. Don't let that shit hit the ground.
Do not let it. I just feel like that would really suck. If that was a job, to never let the shit hit the ground.
It weighs as much as your upper torso. It's like, I think I'd rather be standing at the bottom of an avalanche.
Oh man, I'm crying.
Looking up at an elephant's ass.
So that would be the job to not have.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying over here.
Sorry if anyone does that. I'm sure shoveling it is fine, but like catching it any way to. I don't know. Don't let it touch the ground, man.
Well, what about the people that catch the specimen, the samples?
Oh man,
for breeding rights.
That's another bad one as well. I would not want to be that.
Maybe that's a job. I don't think.
You gotta be the guy who does the old switcheroo. Get in the middle of that, be like, oh god, oh no.
Did you see that video? Did you see that video?
Sweet Jesus, help me.
There was a video floating around I seen on Facebook one day of a guy that went to do that, and the horse caught him with a hoof and pulled him under for a quick second.
Man.
He rolled out real quick, and he turns around and slaps the horse.
Oh no.
That would be another fear. Okay, so that would be the first one.
Oh my gosh.
Elephant shit catcher would be the second.
So far out, I wasn't even in. All right, if you had to pick a show to watch on repeat, what would it be?
Dude, I don't know, man. I think right now it's got to be like Yellowstone.
Dude, my father-in-law and my
Man,
brother-in-law
that's
were
good
talking
stuff.
about that. They love that show.
Have you seen it?
That.
So I watched like 2 episodes over vacation, and it was pretty. I mean, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't understand a lot of it because it was kind of in the middle of it, but
Oh man, it's phenomenal. Like that show.
but Kevin Costner seems like he's a badass. In
I
it.
hear it's a great show.
He is. He is. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, dude, they do a very good job, like portraying a lot of things.
Hell yeah.
Kind of talking about like the life of a rancher out there and stuff like that. It's they did a really good job.
Hey, Kevin Costner and Delta Chi, shout out.
If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will come.
I'll answer this one. Now, you normally, and everybody knows I'm a huge Entourage fan, so normally I would say Entourage, but my second favorite show ever to watch is Cheers. I'm a huge Cheers fan. I could watch Cheers every day.
That's awesome.
Right now, I'm in the middle of Seinfeld. I do like Seinfeld though. I tell you what, now, watching it now, like from when I watched it then, it's like there's a whole new appreciation for like the script.
Yeah, I would say it's like you almost didn't. I mean, granted, I'm sure we were all super.
Yeah, we were all young. Younger. Yeah, we were all super young when it came out, But now watching it's like, oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty slick, Jerry.
yeah.
Kramer.
Dude, Kramer is hilarious.
Yes,
he is hilarious.
Mine, real quick, I already know that 70s show, The Office, Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Yep.
Those I can watch on repeat.
I agree. All those are good. What would you change about the industry you're in?
I mean, everybody's going to say the supply chain issue, right? Because that drives me freaking nuts. I got to wear a hat all the time because I lose hair daily. And that's just.
Hey, nice hat, by the way.
Hey, I like it. I like the support.
Love it. Dude, I was so close to wearing mine, but I was like, I don't want to come off, wearing it. So, dude, everyone's wearing it but me, so
I always accept fanboys.
Hell yeah.
I always take them.
I love it. I always wear it every so often, but I got so many hats, so I try to, change them up every so often.
Yeah, I refuse.
You just said fanboys. That's what it reminded me of. Isn't that the movie name?
Yes. Okay. Yes, it is.
I refuse to change up the hats. Yeah. I refuse. Everybody asks for the hats. Everybody wants one.
Yeah.
I will not change. And the people that make the hats for us, I just text them and I say, hey, I need more hats. And the day will come that they tell me, hey, we should change it up. And I will say, no. I agree. I will talk to a new supplier.
Damn.
Because I am not moving.
Keep them the same. The hats are awesome. Yeah.
I enjoy the hats. Hats are sweet.
Comfortable. They kind of go with any out. I literally have a guy.
They fit big heads.
They do.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's what I like. That's what I love.
I got a lot of hair, so they fit me good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have people that I work with in Columbus that literally ask me for the hats. Hey, man, you think I can get a hat? I'll wear it. And I'm like, yeah, you can have a freaking hat.
Yeah.
And I literally had a guy the other day. He said, hey, man, I got 2 going out outfits. Do you think you could get me one of these hats with orange, like a neon orange or whatever?
Oh, nice.
He's in luck because our Friday night men's softball team had orange a few years ago. So I just ordered 20 or 30 more hats.
Nice.
Because I try to give them out to everybody, especially customers.
Right.
And along with our new T-shirts and stuff. And I just had him do a one-off of that neon orange kind of hat again because he went through his whole wardrobe. I got 2 outfits when we go out. I wear this hat all the time. If I had an orange one, man, it'd be awesome.
Just switch it up.
I was like, say no more.
Got you covered.
Say no more. I got
you covered.
That's awesome.
Have you ever seen that movie Fanboys?
I don't think so.
I haven't either, but Adam says it's really good. And he showed me a couple of
snippets of it.
Basically,
it's hilarious.
It takes place right before when Star Wars Episode 1 came out, The Phantom Menace with Darth Maul.
Gotcha.
And it takes place right before, I want to say 98, 99 is when it came out.
Probably, yeah, something like that.
And
I think it was 99.
They're on their way to see the film before it comes out.
Okay.
So they go to...
But it's all the guys from all the Seth Rogen movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple other stuff here and there. Oh, there's a bunch of great cameos in
That's
it.
going to be good.
You haven't seen Fanboys?
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Yeah. I have to watch it yet, so I'm going to watch it actually.
I think right now, still, I know it was at one time. It was, because YouTube always has Cycle's free movies all the time, and it was free at one point. So
I'll
check out Fanboys.
If not, I'm sure I can rent it on Amazon for $3.
Dude,
so.
my wife and I, side note, I like the Medea movies. I think they're freaking hilarious.
Tyler Perry's hilarious, man.
Dude, we watched the new one. Mm-hmm. Complete ass.
Really?
It is freaking terrible.
What's the newest one?
I think it's Reunion.
Goes to jail, isn't it?
No, it's Reunion or something.
Oh, okay.
It's on Netflix now.
Okay.
Yeah,
and my wife told me the other day, she had never really seen them until we got together. And now she's like, hey, there's a new Medea movie on Netflix. We're a half hour into it, and it's dead silent. The baby's asleep. And I'm like, this sucks. And she's like, yeah. And then it was emails the rest of the night. I was like, I'm barely, just bad acting.
Yeah.
It was like a real shitty Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Like the whole time. Like just bad acting, and you kind of know what the
movies
end's
like that
be.
as well, too. Because she likes the horror movies. So there's only so many horror movies
It's almost like
you can
that
watch.
Jack and Jill movie with the Adam Sandler one where he plays the
His sister and himself.
That was awful.
See, I saw that preview in theaters and thought it was a joke. It's real life.
Did you see what was the Adam Sandler movie where he goes on that work trip and it's like the wrong Jennifer or something like that?
The wrong Missy?
The wrong Missy.
Oh yeah. So
Dude.
that's with David Spade.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
that
hilarious.
movie.
That's pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Where
That's
she's
really
like
good.
puts her hair, says she's Hellstar. Oh my god,
That movie's ridiculous. Yeah.
I could watch that movie. I could watch any Adam Sandler
Yeah,
movie.
I thought the Kevin James one too, the assassin. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
yes,
yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's
now,
good.
I'll tell you what movie I'm really excited for, and I don't know why I'm excited for it, but I think it's just going to be really good. Is the movie where Nicolas Cage plays himself?
Yes.
I haven't seen the previews for that.
Yes,
my
I'm going to see
gosh.
what that's called. It basically takes place as, he's a Hollywood actor, kind of.
He plays him like he legit just plays himself, and like his agent like calls him up one day. He's like, "Hey, we got another shit movie. I'm sure you're interested." he's like, "How much does it pay?" He's like, $1 million. He's like, "I'm in."
Yeah.
He's like, "I knew you would be. You're broke as shit."
But it ends up being like, he's supposed to be like a mafia guy.
Yeah. He's supposed to play like a mafia guy who's like interested in another guy's girlfriend or
The
something.
movie is called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
But it looks hilarious.
Dude, it looks so funny. He's supposed to be like some mafia head honcho guy, but it's just like, oh.
But he plays himself.
What,
Nick Cage.
He plays himself.
Yeah.
What movie were you guys talking about in the intro? Talking about the Batman movie, and then
Yes.
you said you sat through another long one.
The Irishman.
With
yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie. First of all,
I love that movie.
you do?
I do.
Holy
But
shit.
I'm all. You gotta understand though. I'm all about that stuff. I got books on the mafia. You can ask
From the
Adam,
mafia side, I could
Yeah.
see it. But
Yeah.
dude, Robert De Niro, he probably should have stopped at one of the Fox movies. Holy crap, man. That guy.
Age,
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
That whole movie, I'm just sitting there like,
It was a pretty slow movie to watch.
yes.
As a movie person watching it, I was like, I literally said to myself out loud while watching it, other moviegoers are not going to like this movie.
Right. I could see if
Yeah.
you're like a mafia
Yeah.
fan.
But like, if you knew like the history of like what was entailed in that movie, that's what kept me intrigued.
Yeah.
Because I was
You
like,
gotta know
oh
your
my
mafia history
Yeah, I was like,
and
oh my
stuff,
god, what's
really
gonna
know.
happen next? Like,
Yeah.
I was all about it. But I literally did say while watching it, other moviegoers are not.
Which they
gonna
came
like
out and
It's,
deciphered some of that stuff, though, too. It
they
wasn't
do.
real.
Yeah.
They do a pretty
Yeah.
good job displaying like the union
Yeah.
side of things.
Yeah.
Because obviously with me,
Well, that particular incident has been documented in so many movies, 3 or 4,
right.
but they've all told a different story.
Right, and obviously, Anheuser-Busch, Columbus, things like that. We work with the union, so it's kind of cool to see how people say like, union, but then you every facility I've been to for Anheuser-Busch, which is a pretty good list. Every union's different. Like this one really doesn't care. They really don't even want the union.
Right.
This one can't even spell union. Like this one is like, you have to talk to our steward. We don't have to. So everyone's different. So it's always good to kind of see the history and things like that. I'm always interested in that.
Yeah, the crazy thing about that movie specifically, and like Adam just said, a lot of it was debunked because it was. There's actually, since The Irishman came out, there was a lot of people. See, De Niro comes off as somebody who's played in a couple mafia movies, so a lot of people think he knows his stuff. I don't know if he does or not, but Martin Scorsese did direct that film. Scorsese's a great director, as we all know.
Yep.
But that film, I don't know if it was just interpreted wrong or what happened, but there was actually crime family, like close friends, who debunked that movie very quickly and was like, The Irishman, the guy who was Frank the Irishman, who was played by Robert De Niro, they said that dude literally knew nothing. like crime family members was like he was a what do you call? He was a servant boy. He did what he was told. He was a yes man. He literally had no idea what was going on in the families.
That sounds like Robert De Niro, though.
Yeah. So the fact that all came out, though, I mean, a lot of people were kind of upset that they made him out to be like this killer or whatever because they said he couldn't hurt a fly.
Right.
Like it was literally debunked by multiple crime families. They're like, this guy was a joke.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right. Just touching on your guys' intro. Don't disrespect Covington, please. Now I do agree.
Disrespect to either of them.
I do agree that. So I'm sure you guys remember he was more or less on his way out of the USC years ago, and he decided to take the McGregor +2 approach, where he's going to talk a lot of trash, and now he's turned it into political, which everybody in the world is.
Right.
But there's a few things like it's like when they did the weigh-ins and Joe Rogan interviewed him.
Yeah.
And he's like, first of all, I want to say I'm glad to see you back. And it's like, all right, dude, easy, killer. Like, everybody knows we're all happy he's back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's kind of the character he has to, like, portray to get on cards.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he's a good fighter. He's a good dude.
Oh, yeah.
I like Usman a lot.
Yeah.
I think he's true.
Yeah.
He's true. You're not going to screw him over. But like he said in the post-fight, I just would have wished I had my grades up and I would have went to school for wrestling instead because he kind of dogged me out. But
Right.
there's some good history between those two. Obviously.
Oh, sure. I always liked Masvidal. I thought
I love him. I think he's good.
I thought Masvidal is just he's gritty. He's
Yes.
he's mean. He don't care.
Yeah, I always
like that.
described him as like a cleaner approach to a Nate Diaz.
Sure.
Like
Sure.
he's that true like punch him in the face.
Well, I
he'll
remember
keep
seeing,
coming.
and you can, I mean, it's literally on YouTube. You can go back and you see Masvidal in those street fights where Kimbo Slice came up.
Yeah.
Masvidal was the young kid in the afro. Nobody knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, not a lot of people knew that. Masvidal was the afro kid who was knocking people out left and right next to Kimbo Slice. Him and Kimbo became good friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, better get a touch. But I'm kind of on that train right now. I like Covington. I think he's got a lot of talent if he keeps working. I mean, I really hope he does.
For sure.
Because I also am a McGregor fan, but I want that dude to stay in rehab.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to watch him fight again.
Oh, man, I know.
Everybody's like, look how big he is. I'm like, look how big his mouth is. Like, just let that dude. And honestly, I don't care who I'm watching. I could watch Ronda Rousey do a 9-second fight for an armbar as long as I don't have to watch one of the Paul brothers box. I am perfectly content with everything.
Yes.
I haven't heard about those turds in a while.
Well, you heard what just happened, right? And it just happened over this past weekend was that they had the slap championship at the Arnold, which was made by Logan Paul and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those two pulled together to make that happen.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. And that did happen, too. Actually, Amber Lamardo, who was on the last show, she was showing us, she sent me some clips from it. She was in Columbus.
I was telling you earlier that, well, of course, many of you may or may not know that I'm a super wrestling fan.
Yes.
And guess who's going to be at WrestleMania this year?
Where's it at?
Dallas, Texas. April 2nd and 3rd at the Cowboy Stadium. And Logan Paul is going to be there. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
There's always something.
So excited.
All right, let's get through the rest of these rapid fire questions real quick.
Son of a gun.
What would you change? Oh, no, we already just did that one. What food do you crave most often?
Chicken or pizza?
Okay.
I'm going to say chicken.
Like fried chicken?
Nah, usually it's grilled. My
Okay.
wife makes a few different kind of smorgasbord.
I know. We need to get her on the show.
Of recipes. She does a really good job.
Bring some stuff with her.
I don't know. Elk steak's pretty high up there right now. I had some T-bones the other day.
Nice,
we got some pork chops in the fridge ready to rock. We're not on the carnivore diet, but damn it, we're right around the corner. We always got to throw in some veggies somewhere.
What is your go-to movie when you're bored? Or do you search Netflix and Hulu for hours?
Go-to movie. Honestly, dude, if I'm scrolling through the guide and I see Shooter with Mark Wahlberg,
it's a great movie.
I'm clicking on it, and Sarah's like, "Oh my god,
here
Shooter
we go again."
But other than that, I usually go for like a Matthew McConaughey movie, something like that.
Okay.
I'm a pretty big fan of his. Yeah. I tried to get my wife to buy a Lincoln just because of that reason.
Who doesn't want a Lincoln?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I got his book right now playing on my audio book.
Yeah, badass.
That's pretty good. It's a good book. But I'd say something with him.
I love a Lincoln.
That's it. You just drive.
You just keep driving, and you just keep going. Okay.
Excuse me.
Let's go to this one first. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, or King Griffey Jr. Who you taking?
I'm a Reds fan. Junior.
Junior all day. Love it.
Yeah, I was just Sarah and I were in the mall yesterday at Tuttle, and we were walking down the hallway, and there was this girl waiting at the elevator, and she was still in high school, and she had a freaking Sammy Sosa jersey on. This girl, I don't know, junior high school, and I told my wife, I was like, that's freaking Sammy Sosa. This chick doesn't even know who the hell she is.
Right?
And my wife's like, I'm sure she's not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's just wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't buttoned, said Sosa
No
on the
idea.
back.
Rip her new asshole.
Yeah.
She's just like, well,
Listen here, little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you watched the 30 for 30 yet called Long Gone Summer?
No, I don't.
it's
But
so
I
good,
have.
man.
I have so many of those DVR, dude. I even have some of the ones with some of like the old wrestlers, like Macho Man's got one. Rowdy Piper's got one.
This?
Like the 30 for 30s, the ESPN 30 for 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some that are out now with wrestlers. Like
hell
old,
yeah.
like I think Shawn Michaels got one, which I was a fan. I want to say like Kevin Nash, like those old wrestlers,
Yes.
like NWO.
Man, you really got to check out the. I mean, do you guys remember?
Stinger, baby.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
Toothpick.
Hey, yo. Chico.
Do you guys remember though? I mean, think back to when we were kids. And you guys remember that Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa? I mean, off and on. It was every day these dudes were knocking balls out.
Have you watched the Lonely Island experience of that? The Bash Brothers?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But that's not from that though.
I know.
That was
Mark McGwire.
no,
and,
it was Jeremy Giambi. That was what the Bash Brothers were. It was Jeremy Giambi and Scott Hatterberg.
Well, those were two different people they had in that show because they had Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa.
Or Mark McGwire was part of the Oakland Athletics, but not during the Bash Brothers time.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember whoever was, I think. Either way.
Yeah. But no, Long Gone Summer, though, was about when Mark McGwire was with Cardinals, Sammy Sosa with Cubs, and it was every day. Those guys were just going back and forth, hitting homers every single day.
I remember because kids were coming to school with their T-shirts on.
Oh, my gosh.
It was like, new home run record.
Yeah.
27.
Yeah.
I remember to school like 2 weeks later, be like, 38. I'm like, whoa, what's
I remember
going
watching
on?
I remember watching the game where Mark McGwire hit number 61
Yep.
and Roger Maris's, late wife or Roger Maris's wife and his kids came up and gave him a hug. Dude, sends chills through me, man.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember how jacked I was when my dad took us to a Reds game.
Yeah.
And they had those sleeveless button-up jerseys that they put over a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I was so jacked. I
Yeah.
begged my dad for 9 innings to buy me one of those jerseys. And I think I got a
Sean Casey.
That's the Sean
Hell
Casey
yeah.
jersey.
Who didn't have a Sean Casey
Dude,
jersey,
That's
man?
awesome.
So
The mayor. He's the
freaking
mayor.
Jack. I wore that jersey. I think I wore it in the winter. Like
Yeah.
I'd wear a sweatshirt
Yeah.
with my Reds jersey.
Yeah,
over.
you either had one of 3 Reds, or you actually had one of 4 Reds jerseys at that time, and it was either Sean Casey, Barry Larkin, King Griffey Jr., or Jason LaRue.
What about was Encarnacion on the team then?
He was, yeah.
'Cause I
Edwin
think I had
Encarnacion.
a T-shirt Encarnacion t-shirts.
Yep,
I
he played
liked
third
him.
base. Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Danny Graves was a pitcher.
Son of a bitch. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Remember Aaron Harang?
Oh yeah, yeah. What was the pitcher? Was it Bronson Arroyo?
Yeah, Bronson
kicked his leg way up in the air. He was in a band.
Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, did you know that he told the Reds that he wanted to play on the 7th inning? He tried to play during the 7th inning stretch. He wanted to play a set.
Dude, I remember.
That's
I
awesome.
remember going to a game, just me and my dad. And my dad got the tickets through work, through one of their vendors.
Yeah.
And we went there, and he didn't pitch. I can't remember who pitched. But after the game, we went up on that upper level where a band was playing.
Yeah.
And he was playing in the band.
Yeah, he would do it.
That's
He would do it on off
awesome.
days. On off days, he would go up there and jam out.
That's badass.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, old Bronson Arroyo. Okay, we got him from Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, who?
Nice.
I think Harang pitched that
Could have
time.
been. Harang was a beast
Yeah.
when he wanted to be.
And the crazy thing is he didn't necessarily look like it.
Yeah.
Like when you look at him, you weren't like, oh, this dude ain't no major league slinger.
And then you had, as we went on throughout the Reds' history, obviously Adam Dunn was a beast.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jay Bruce. Who was the guy? Who was the guy out there with Adam Dunn though all the time? Was it Jay Bruce? I'm thinking of.
Jay Bruce was out there a lot with him.
Okay.
Then they picked up Votto early in there. And
Yeah,
then
Votto was a
kinda
rookie.
Stuck it
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
And then Phillips came in. Todd Frazier came in.
I love BP, man.
Phenomenal, dude.
We should go to a game this summer.
I'm in.
Let's go.
I'm down.
I looked at
Diamond seats.
Hell yeah.
all right.
Dude, Diamond
do
seats
it.
is fun, bro.
I'm in.
It's so fun.
My wife, when her and I got together, her family. So I grew up. We would go to the Reds game. Shoot straight down 75, check out a Reds game, shoot straight back. My wife and them go to Clippers games in Columbus.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been to a Clippers game?
I have, yeah.
Phenomenal, dude.
Dayton
It's a
Dragons, too.
blast.
Dayton Dragons
Yeah,
good,
I've
too.
been to a couple Dragons games, but yes, Sarah and I. Now that I'm working in Columbus, I'll snag up some tickets.
Sure.
Diamond Dog Night. Go up there with $5 and feed the whole family
Yeah,
for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I'm in for a Reds game. I looked at getting a box for my employees and stuff for a couple Clippers games,
Yeah.
but I could always I want to get a box to a athletic event and kind of get the groups of people that have kind of helped form where we are, like
Sure.
you
Yeah.
guys and our team.
Sure.
Offer it to some of our vendors and see if they're in.
Yeah.
And just kind of go and hang out. I was gonna do it for the Kid Rock concert.
Oh, yeah.
But tickets went on sale. I had the code, whatever, to get on
Yeah.
before access to the public through Columbus Distributing. And I jumped on there, had them in the car, went to check out. Something happened with the card. It kicked me out, went back in. The tickets were sold.
Oh.
So instead, I ended up getting tickets still through work, but not not a box. But
Right.
my goal for this summer coming up is to get a box for something.
Same.
Hell
Just
yeah.
to where everybody can get together.
Have you ever done diamond seats at a Reds game?
I have.
Bro. So I took my wife this past summer, and then I told his dad to go do it. Literally,
you had a blast.
I mean, what I tell you we paid Adam? It was like what, 280, 260, I think it was.
I don't remember.
I think it's 260, 280 a ticket, okay? But all food is included, all drinks are included, and you get to drink an hour and a half before the game and an hour and a half after the game.
Pretty good deal.
They might end up charging us.
And you're right behind home plate.
Oh my!
I mean, like your net's right there. We were, I was 4 rows up from home plate, and it was amazing. And the best part is when you're during the game time, you have your own waitress for each section.
That's what I was about to ask.
I literally was sending him Snapchats of the TV because him and his wife were straight on TV behind home plate.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bro,
I know that
I see
guy.
you on there. I told him that, and Chelsea's just like, oh, no. I'm like, no, I can see you on TV. You're right there. He's wearing his pink shirt.
Yeah, it was great though, man. I mean, like we literally just. I mean, she would come down. She'd be like, "You need anything?" I was like, "Just keep the Jack and Cokes coming." And she was like, "Okay."
Man.
Hell yeah.
And she'd
Yeah,
come
that'd
back.
be-
She'd come back with 2 every time. Here you go. Here you go.
That's awesome.
That'd be dangerous. I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
We
for
got a
sure.
hotel across, just Ubered back to the hotel afterwards because, I mean, there ain't no point in driving when you're eating diamond seats.
No, not at all.
If you want to get the full experience, you got to stay.
I'm
for
in.
sure.
I'm in for
sure.
full treatment.
What's nice is the buffet.
It's a buffet.
It's a 5-star buffet. So I'm talking like everything from like lobster, shrimp, Caesar salads, steak, filet mignon, everything. Before the game, you can have your pick of whatever you want, right? During the game, you have your own little special menu or whatever. And then on the 7th inning stretch, they have a guy inside by the bar because you have your own bar behind your seats.
Right.
They have a guy beside the bar who's just flipping brats with like sauteed peppers and onions and stuff. You just go up. He's like, "You want one?" Yeah. He's like, "Okay, I'll take 2."
Oh yeah, dude. You're rolling.
Man, if you have a waitress, do you have to go up and get your food?
No.
Or do they bring you like a
bring it to
menu?
you.
Or
Yeah, they'll bring you a menu. They give you a menu as soon as you sit down. Yeah.
can we order them now?
That'd be awesome, dude.
So
That'd be
yeah,
sweet.
it's pretty nice. So I think it's worth it. I think it's
Right.
absolutely worth it.
Yeah, when my dad went, he's like, dude's definitely going again.
Yeah,
he loved it.
for
He thought it
sure.
was awesome.
For sure.
I mean, and a lot of people only snag up tickets for 1-2 games a year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go to one game a
If
year,
you're gonna go.
you might as well cash out.
You think about it this way: it pays for your dinner for the night. You ain't got to go anywhere else out to eat afterwards. You don't have to pay for any food there because it's in your ticket.
Yeah, hour before and hour after.
Yeah, you're good to go. Good to go.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. All right. Well, hey, let's get into some would you rather's here.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Would you rather be able to talk to any animal or speak any foreign language?
Animal.
Animal?
Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle people?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it'd be cool.
Trey?
I'm gonna go foreign language.
Foreign language?
Just because I want to be able to understand what other people are saying about me.
You want to
while
know
I'm
when
there.
they're talking shit.
Yeah.
So you're getting your mani pedis and you're like, this little bitches.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That would be sweet. I don't know which one I would do. Those are both really good. That's going to have to be a coin toss up for me later. Would you feel worse if no one showed up to your wedding or your funeral? What would you feel worse about? Which one?
I mean, I guess the wedding because I have to witness it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
feel
you're there
worse.
for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a funeral, I'm just like, not even here.
Funeral, it's like shit.
Surprise me.
Yeah, I ain't here either.
That's true. A wedding would be pretty brutal. Only have maybe a witness. I want a small one anyway. so-
Our wedding was so serene, and dude, we were so busy, like with
Yeah.
pictures and the videographer. And
Yeah.
Who the hell are all
All
these
that.
people?
I think at one point in time we like sat down to eat, then we went out and did some more like video photography stuff, and then by the time you know it, you're sitting at your house and you're like, well,
Yeah, it's a
that was
blur.
a fun day.
Goes by
it's a blur.
quick.
So yeah,
All right. Would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with Steve Urkel? Island by yourself or island by yourself with Steve Urkel?
I'm gonna go Tom Hanks, Castaway.
Wilson!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find me a volleyball because I
Yeah.
ain't hanging out with that dude.
You don't want that?
Did I do that?
Yeah, I don't know. He was pretty smart though. He could probably get me the hell out of there.
That's true.
That's true.
A lot
That's true.
quicker than I
That's
could.
true.
I'd be able to build a barn
Yeah.
and a shelter. That's about it.
It's
So he
true.
does something and ruins it all.
Did I do that?
God. Trick by yourself.
I would go Steve Urkel as
Steve
well.
Urkel?
Or not as well. I'm going Steve Urkel, yeah.
I'd give Steve a shot.
Yeah, I'll give him a shot.
It'd be like
Until he annoys the shit out of
It'd
me.
be like a terrible spinoff of Gilligan's Island.
Would you rather hang out with the guys from Superbad, Kevin Hart and The Rock, or Step Brothers?
I'm a Will Ferrell fan. I'm gonna go Step Bros.
Okay.
But Kevin Hart, I don't know. Kevin Hart and The Rock, dude, I love how those dudes are clowning on each other.
it's so hard.
They
They
do
do,
Oh,
but they're great
like
friends.
that time The Rock cut his eye while lifting, and Kevin Hart posted a video. He's like, I'm The Rock. I just cut myself. I'm bleeding my own blood. He's like, oh, never mind. I'm getting a little woozy. And then he started laughing. Like those dudes, man.
Those dudes are funny.
They're on that level of
Yeah, they
friendship.
are.
That's great.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. It'd be between. I'd probably go Will Ferrell and them, but it'd
Okay.
be real close.
that is a tough one, Trey.
I think it's a tough one on the other end for me. I don't know if I'd want to so I'm hanging out with the guys from Step Brothers, which means I gotta I don't know if I could stay on that level of brain activity for
You
that
get
long.
to play with a drum set.
I think I would rather hang out with either the guys from Superbad or The Rock and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, those are all great lists.
I just feel like if I hang out with Seth Rogen, I'm making terrible decisions. Like I am making bad life decisions.
Like the cops from Superbad, Bill Hader.
I might have to do Kevin Hart and The Rock. They seem pretty motivational.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Would you rather have Rambo or the Terminator on your side?
I'm gonna go with
Going into battle, you're having Adrian or Rambo, not Rocky. Rambo.
I'm gonna go.
I'll be back.
Rambo. Because after watching iRobot, I ain't trusting anything.
That's true.
I ain't trusting.
We're on the same level. I would go Rambo.
Because that dude, that microchip gets wet. He can be torching all
true.
of us.
That's
and
true.
I don't want to mess with it.
I will also go Rambo as well. That's a very smart human being. I watched it not too long ago, and
yes, absolutely.
don't mess with that guy. Would you rather see a concert from the 80s or from the 2000s, both in their prime years? So if you saw a concert in the 80s, everyone in the 80s would be either prime or 2000s prime. Which one?
You get to pick the genre.
Yes, 80s or 2000s.
Yeah,
Which
rock and roll from the 80s.
80s, okay.
I'm in 1,000%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm with the 80s too. I think we did this one on the last show though too, and I think I went with 2000s on that one just because of the era of there's a lot of good musicians that came out in the early 2000s. What? Yeah, Usher, T-Pain.
Yeah, I
All
mean
that
if I'm taking that path, I'd probably go 2000s. But if I'm taking the rock and roll path,
true. It's such a. Yeah, and both in their prime, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a hard
And I
one.
believe that was the last Would You Rather.
Awesome.
Sorry, that was it.
Alrighty, let's get into some current events now.
Alrighty.
So we got a lot of good ones here. A stolen box of human heads was stolen from a transport company for medical research. Denver police are asking the public for help in finding it.
And they don't know who they stole it from?
It says it was a transport company for medical research.
Can you imagine?
Hold on. It says the heads, plural.
Right. So can you imagine, not that I go out robbing people, but, someone who goes out and, robs and takes stuff. Can you imagine? Maybe it's your first time and you're like, ooh.
Maybe it's your
gonna
first
rob
time.
this company truck. And
What if
you get home and you open this effing box full of severed heads. Be like,
dude,
wow.
It's not like this is a brown box that says Chewy on it. Like this is a box probably clearly freaking labeled. It may not say heads on it, but it has to have some kind of medical symbol or something.
I would be concerned finding a box of severed heads. And be like,
what if it goes deeper than just some dudes ransacking a transport though? What if this is
some
plotted,
some Dexter stuff?
No. I'm saying what if
killer?
this is government level type shit,
like some kind of Russian collusion stuff,
something like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What if these heads contain the Wuhan virus?
Oh no.
If you guys out there find a box of heads, please return it to your local supervisor.
It's probably Epstein's. That's what it is. The Clintons didn't ship that stuff.
Yeah, that's the big thing. We need to identify these heads first. We need to know why these were stolen. Maybe they're stolen for a reason.
Okay, say, just hypothetical, say they're sending it away for some kind of testing, and then there is some sort of funeral to still be had or something.
Damn.
How the hell do you call the family and say, hey, listen, there's a nice wax museum. We're going to call them and see if they can replicate old Jeffrey's head to see if we can help you out with
nuts,
the funeral.
dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, in the middle of current events here, we also have some Korean snacks we're going to try.
I think I got a Korean moon pie.
I think you did. Adam's got some gelatin here. Some Jello.
No.
And I have what looks like a Rice Krispie treat, but
the guy that
don't
dispersed
think it
it
is.
gets the Rice Krispie treat. I hope that's some kind of soy.
It says rice patty something on it. We'll give it a shot.
Oh man.
Wow, this is all crumbled
It's super hard.
This is definitely moon pie.
Great, it's leaking.
Not good. This is not a Rice Krispie treat, just so everybody
He's
knows.
taking his time to puke. It's some kind of fruit thing.
So it had chunks of strawberry in it.
Looks like it had sprinkles in it.
And it was like chunks of strawberry. It was basically just like a little Jello pack with like.
This tasted like burnt marshmallows.
Oh,
Mine was phenomenal. Was it? It's literally a chocolate
see,
moon
mine
pie.
wasn't bad. It's just the texture, I guess.
Like, honestly, I think if you read the...
Oh, we're going another one.
Oh, well, I'm going to hand these ones out here.
If you read the fine print on moon pies, it may say made in Korea, because this is just like one.
So I got some other ones here, but you don't have to open them up yet. Well, you can do them whenever you want, and then just tell us about what you think about it.
Okay.
So we're going to keep rolling, though, here. So Calvin Ridley, last year, you follow NFL at all?
A little bit.
So Calvin Ridley was a star wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons last year. He took time away for his mental health. We had a big show about mental health on here during that time or whatever. Well, apparently, during his mental health break from the NFL,
He had a relapse.
not really, but he was caught for gambling on games. And his response to the NFL suspending him for next year. They suspended him for the entire year next year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, his response to it was only $1,500.
That's how much he was gambling?
Yeah, he said it was only $1,500. What's the big deal?
I guess your whole next year career is what it is. I mean, damn.
Yeah. So
I think gambling... I understand the players shouldn't do it, but I think there should be a line like... We already like...
granted, he wasn't on the field. He's not. He has no way of changing any type of play out.
Yeah,
Right, right,
anybody that's famous, we like comb through their life.
Yeah.
Like I'd say, let's comb through and see how he gambled. Did he go in favor of his team? Because
Yeah.
Pete Rose.
Right.
If you're going in favor of your team, then I don't think that affects your performance,
I would
except
agree.
you'll try harder.
Exactly.
If I'm voting on myself, then I'm
Yeah.
going to work even harder to make sure I win double.
Absolutely.
So I think, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It didn't really go into detail about what teams he bet on or anything like that. But
Right.
yeah. Speaking of your Colby Covington, Drake loses $275,000 to the UFC bet after he bet on Jorge Masvidal to win against Colby Covington.
Damn.
We were
It's a little bit more than $1,500.
We were just walking. We were just walking out to our vehicle last night with me and my wife on date night, and somebody was blaring a Drake song, and I said out loud, didn't even think about it, no filter, I wish he would rap and not sing. Like he goes, like when he raps, I'm like, yeah, this is a pretty good song. Then he starts singing, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like he's like a little kid that's trying out for like the alto section in the choir, and he's trying super hard.
Yeah.
It's like trying to listen to
he's
Johnny
trying-
Cash sing. It's just
Yeah.
like, Johnny, just keep doing your own thing.
Hey there, John. Go ahead and you tried your hardest. Let's just let it come natural.
Right. So now, are you guys familiar with Oscar Isaac? Have you ever watched the Supergirl series on TV? Have you?
No.
Okay, Oscar Isaac. He's the guy who plays Superman in the series on TV.
You ever watch the X-Men movies?
Yeah.
You ever watch the guy who plays the one that has Apocalypse in it?
Yeah.
The guy who plays Apocalypse.
Okay, that's him.
Oscar Isaac.
There you go.
So Oscar Isaac, he spoke during his monologue for SNL.
So he's in. Have you watched Star Wars, the new ones?
No.
He is one of the newer guys. Okay, never mind.
Nerd.
Thank you. Thank you.
been waiting for that all
interested.
night.
I'm interested. I just haven't watched it.
He plays Ren Kin Po,
Okay.
and that's this guy.
Okay. But yeah, so he spoke on joining the MCU. He shared home movie clips during SNL monologue. He's going to be starring in the movie Moon Knight.
Hell yeah.
For Marvel.
Okay. I watched. I seen some stuff that kind of popped up on my computer the other day.
Yeah.
And there were like some Marvel movies that are up and coming.
There's
Seemed like there's some good ones.
There's a lot of them. She-Hulk.
Yeah, and then I didn't see. I didn't watch the new Spider-Man yet, but
So good.
I heard that at the end of it, Venom kind of makes an appearance.
It's like
as they're
Yeah.
or no, you know what? Maybe I'm thinking of
no, it was Spider-Man.
Let There Be Carnage.
it was Spider-Man when it happened.
They both have their own endings. And
Yes,
Let There Be Carnage,
as they're going through
but it has a little cameo. It almost
Yes.
takes place with the whole dimension stuff.
Yes,
it's just like, hey, he's
that's what
here,
it
and
was.
now he's not.
That's what it was.
By the way, I didn't read the fine print on this. Cocoa pie, banana.
Oh, good thing we didn't feed that to Donovan.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
I don't even know what this is. They're honestly really good crackers.
Mine's good. Did not expect a banana.
I don't know what I got here.
So far, I think I might be going with Dennis Rodman back to Korea. You were really good.
So it looks like I think I have like it says mine is saltine with cream cheese.
Oh.
I'll give it a shot.
Bottoms up.
All right.
Bean boozled. Tastes like dirty sink water.
Tastes like a burger.
Oh, barf.
Is it good?
I don't know. Try it.
Let me get a little piece of that.
So you don't got to try it. This literally just tastes like one of those moon pies, but banana flavored.
I don't know.
That's different.
It is different. It's like sweet.
As I'm sitting there finishing the pack.
It's like sweet. It has like a sweet flavor to it,
It's almost like those cheese crackers you get,
but not.
but it's like cream cheese.
But they forgot the cheese.
Yeah.
Put cream cheese in
It's
it.
just cream.
Just cream.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good.
I
It was
think it was
different
that
flavor.
Yeah.
Yellow.
WNBA star Brittany Griner.
Stop.
Did you hear about this? Yeah, she is detained in Russia right now on drug charges.
Damn, sorry.
Just go ahead and keep her.
You play for Russia now.
You play
Just go ahead. Putin, you have her.
That
We'll
sucks.
trade you. You give us Ukraine, you can have Brittany Griner.
So basically, what's going on here, though, is that Brittany Griner was in Russia on vacation or whatsoever. She tried to smuggle drugs back with her to the United States from Russia. She was caught in the airport doing this. They detained her, and obviously, since America and Russia has no talks of communication right now, Brittany Griner is stuck in Russia
Damn.
with no help to get out.
You belong to Mother Russia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I've read about that and stuff, and I mean, for one, you can look at her and tell. I mean, you probably do a little bit of something on the side, which nothing against it. You know, whatever makes her happy.
Right,
but
right.
Come on, man. Like, yeah, I understand WNBA,
Especially in the state of where that country's at right now. That's the decision you go to.
Why are you going to take that with you? Like, you are one of the most popular female basketball players in the world.
Probably the most prolific ever WNBA player because
Yeah.
she can dunk it, and she's 6'11".
Yeah. I mean, if you ask me, female WNBA players that can dunk, Lisa Leslie, I think,
Candace Parker.
Those are the only three that I'm thinking.
And then, and then if you go to like you know prolific just players in general, obviously Skylar Diggins comes up.
Yeah.
And then who's the one lady? She has like a Russian last name, starts with a D. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's
Dragunov.
Diladova or
Yeah.
She's really good. Isn't she the one that's dating that soccer player with the mouth?
Megan Rapinoe.
Yeah, the one
Yeah, I think so.
The politician athlete.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a problem with.
Right.
If you know what you're talking about.
Sure. So Pete Davidson is reportedly in talks to go to space with Jeff Bezos.
Oh, cool.
That's good. I really hope that rocket stays.
That dude's giving a lot of hope to average guys.
Oh,
Have you seen? There was a thing out there that said, everybody wonders why Kanye is so bitter, and then it shows him like doing a Eminem rap, except he's singing like something about NFTs. Like he's like, this looks like an NFT or something. And he's like in the Robin Hood outfit, climbing the building, just like the Eminem video.
Oh my
like, it's
God.
like, what the hell?
Jesus.
And that's where your wife went.
Yep.
Good job, Pete.
But no, they so it is in serious talks. So they said he is actually going to go to space. It's a pretty much a done deal. No
Do you
contracts
really
have been
think?
signed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you really think in Kanye's world he really cares? Though that family is a freaking train wreck.
Sounds like he does though, because he's been tweeting out some things.
He has been?
Oh yeah,
I don't really follow all that.
You know, he tweeted out something very, very cryptic a couple days ago that hinted at him wanting to put some harm on Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
Is that why he's going
would
to
imagine.
space?
I would imagine it
The
would
other thing
be
was,
very hard.
I mean, you saw after Kim Kardashian moved out, right? She bought a house in Hollywood or whatever, and Kanye sold their house and then bought the house right across the street.
Yeah, it's
What
pretty
a
weird.
flex, dude. Wasn't it like Drake that like his neighbor bitched about him partying, so he bought his neighbor's house? Like, what a flex. Because like everything you see on like social media.
It's a little creepy though from that standpoint.
Oh yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also it's Kanye. He also ran for president. So that whole
Touche.
family to me is like a train wreck.
Yeah.
I first got introduced to the Kardashian family when I was I'm a huge was a huge Lakers fan, and Lamar Odom played with
Yep.
Kobe and Pau
Sure.
Gasol and Derek Fisher, Andrew
Sure.
Bynum, and that's how I kind of got introduced to that Kardashian shit show.
Yeah.
And then you got Bruce Jenner, the most decorated athlete
Yeah.
in the world,
Yep.
winning an Olympic decathlon, and then he just decides, whack, I'm gonna whack this thing off. I'm gonna straighten my hair.
Whack it.
I'm gonna straighten my hair the rest of my life. Nah, dude, I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
And like honestly, Pete Davidson, he fits right in. Like
In a way.
Kanye's almost normal for that family. Like, good for you, Pete.
Yeah. Have at
Get
it,
on
buddy.
in there.
going to
Kanye's like,
Peace.
and
Going to space.
Kanye makes a lot of money. Kim probably makes more. She may have the kids, but Kanye could still get child support. Who knows?
Yeah.
True.
That could
Yeah.
be a gig.
I don't know. Yeah, there's recent reports too about Kanye needing what do you call that? Like an intervention, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what's all going on there.
I think that's like
Hollywood. That's Hollywood.
standard for a post-Kardashian relationship.
Probably.
Not to ask my girl. She watches all that Keeping Up with the Kardashians
Yeah.
crap.
That's curious, yeah. Indiana high school teacher seen slapping a student in footage, fired and arrested for battery. Did you guys see this video?
No.
No, I read something about it,
Dude,
but
it was-
I never watched it.
Was it high school?
No. Well, he's a high school teacher. This kid looked like he was every bit of 12 to 13 years old, though.
Oh, it's a little kid.
Yeah. And you just see the teacher like power walking around this corner or whatever, and he grabs this student, throws him up against the wall, and starts yelling at him, and then just smacks him right in the face so hard that this kid's head bounces off the wall, and then he falls to the ground. And then he's sitting there still like berating this kid. Finally, a teacher comes out and goes, "You need to get out of here. What are you doing?" And then the video just cuts off. But if that was my kid,
Dude,
They didn't say what happened while he was young?
no, there was no.
Oh, dude, if that's any one of our kids, bro. The old dude who did the slapping might as well just move out of town, bro. We're never going to find you again.
I don't think that would save him.
No.
As a
Never gonna find
father
anybody.
of only an 8-month-old almost.
Yeah.
We took him to a doctor's appointment, and he was screaming when the doctor was messing with him, and I about slapped the shit out of the doctor. And like, it was for his own well-being.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I'd lose it, man.
No.
Yeah.
way I could
That's
tolerate
nuts, dude. At
that.
least I got that on camera to see, like,
Oh, it was bad. It looked awful. It
Show-
looked absolutely awful.
oh, I didn't do anything. It was like, nah, we got you, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. TikTok is facing an investigation for bipartisan coalition over impact on young users' mental well-being. What do you guys think about that?
I don't even know what you just said.
So basically, it's saying there's an investigation going on TikTok because, TikTok started out, or didn't start out, but it has progressed to where like they would come out with challenges for high school kids to complete, and these challenges were either
eating Tide Pods.
I don't know if that was that one, but it was
more like ice bucket challenge.
Those were right before
planking.
TikTok.
Yeah, that was.
I did see some stuff about didn't like some schools like cancel school one day because TikTok came out with something?
because there was a list of things that they would ask high schoolers to do, and this is what they would do to get viral.
Dude, wasn't one of them like murder or something? Like wasn't some?
So there was one. I think it was speculated at one time that there was like a murder one on this list or whatever. But a lot of it was destruction to school property, breaking off bathroom doors and stalls. Some of them were doing graffiti work in the hallway or whatever and not get caught. It was stuff like that.
That sucks, man.
But they're saying, a lot of these schools are coming down and saying, TikTok needs to be held responsible for proposing this as an idea. If someone's got to be held responsible for telling our kids that this shit's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and I did
basically what's happening.
I did just see that TikTok and someone else banned their services to Russia.
Netflix did.
Netflix and TikTok banned their services
and
to Russia.
OnlyFans. Yeah, and OnlyFans also.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no more Russian brides.
Damn.
I watch 90 Day Fiance sometimes. I wonder if that's going to affect the next few seasons.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But no, it is crazy though. I mean, I agree that, it's wrong. And at the same point in time though, parents need to be aware of, I think. And I can't say that it's always parents' fault because honestly, there's so much stuff out there and kids hide things, all the time. As a parent, you only can know so much that your kid actually tells you. Mm-hmm. But on the other side of that too, though, most of these kids that were doing these things, we're talking about these were 17, 18-year-old kids. Yeah. Some of them 16, or whatever. But at that age, you still know what's right and wrong.
Right.
If something on the internet's telling you, "Hey, go break off the bathroom doors in your school," and you go do it, and you're like, "Oh, but Talk told me to."
Yeah.
Be like, "No, dumbass, don't do it."
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I mean?
If I got a call and they said, "Hey, can you come up here?" Noah got in some trouble. I'd walk in and they'd tell me, and I'd walk out and be like, "Call his mom. I'm not even dealing with this. I'm going to beat his ass when he gets home. Call his mom. She'll take care of it." Like, if one of the teachers hauls off and hits him, call me back.
Call me back.
Yeah, if he does something, he's going to get it twice as bad when he gets home. So just let Sarah handle it.
Agree. That's awesome. Agree. A drunk JetBlue pilot was removed from before takeoff. His blood alcohol content was over 4 times the legal limit to fly.
Dude, I'm sure glad they test these guys before they go out there. I would be pissed.
Can you imagine though? The pilot's like, "Everybody seated back there.
Everyone, seats, peanuts are on their way."
Attendant, can I get a Jack and Coke up to the front? I always wondered that. Obviously, you're sitting on a plane and you're like,
man.
Let me get something straight. This dude flew in yesterday at 3:30. Our flight's at 9 a.m.
Right.
He went back to his hotel, ate dinner, then went back to his hotel, drank only water, and went to bed.
I want a full week transcript of what you did prior to this.
Dude, if you checked into your room yesterday at 4 o'clock and now our flight is at 8 a.m., there's no way you didn't drink a few beers and then get carried away afterwards. I hope autopilot's working, because if not, get me the hell off this.
Luckily, all the planes that I've been on, I get to see the pilots and everyone as you're walking in. They're like, "Hey,
yeah, most of the time.
How you doing?" "Okay, he's doing good."
You hit him with a flashlight?
Yeah. Can you say your ABCs backwards for me?
Where the hell would you
I hit him next time and be like, "Can you blow to this for me?"
Yeah.
Get out of here. Be like, "Hey."
If I'm flying out of Columbus, I'm hitting up all the bars real close to the... just looking around. Are you a pilot? Are you a pilot? Are you a pilot? All right, we're good here.
Oh, man, that's great. Also, The Weeknd announces that he will have a cameo on The Simpsons.
Hell yeah. I thought he'd been on there before.
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't watched The
Dude
Simpsons
looks
in
like
forever.
a freaking Simpson.
He does, doesn't he?
He is such an asshat. Dude,
He comes up with some crazy costume ideas.
he is another one. Him and Drake. Like, It's like a flip of the coin if I'm
I tell you what, though,
enjoy his song
the
or
Weeknd's
not.
earlier stuff, I loved it.
That's what my wife. She's the Weeknd fan, and
Yeah.
she said the same thing. His early stuff's real good. I just seen him perform at the halftime show
Last year.
and
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
like,
great.
this guy's freaking weird. He looked like
He is weird.
He is.
Yeah, he just looks like he just came out of like.
I think he does it on purpose, though. I think all of it's for show.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I checked out. Man. I watched this year's, and that's about. As far as other than that, it's get something to eat, take a piss, and come back and sit
For
down.
sure. Hey, with that being said, though, we want to thank you, Jerry, for coming on the show today,
Yeah,
man.
thanks again,
Appreciate
bro.
you coming on. You know, you're always welcome.
Come on back again, dude.
He's a family member to RMG here. Again, we want to thank Clue Studio and thank you, RMG, for sponsoring. Jerry Weeks, Grizzly Buildings. We know you guys need a pole barn. You know who to get a hold of.
100%.
We're signing off. Dragon Adam, social guys. You can catch us on the Apple Podcast.
Apple iPod.
You got some peanut butter on the roof of your mouth, boy.
Apple Podcast. TikTok. You can catch us on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
That being said, we'll see ya.
Bye.